by the bend of the Willow Creek, where shadows whisper and the oak trees speak. Found a rusty locket in the mud so deep, a relic of what I couldn't keep. The cold wind hums her sweet old tune under the mournful prairie moon. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Every clasp and hinge a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track. She's a memory I can't win back. The cabin's empty on Mockingbird Hill. Her scarf still hangs on the old coat rack, so still. The porch where we danced is worn and gray. Time took our names and dreams away. The gravel road where we used to stride, now just a path where my sorrows hide. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Every clasp and hinge a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track. She's a memory I can't win back. In the silence of the falling rain, I reckon love's like the fleeting train. Tracks lead somewhere, but they're just cold steel. They don't feel the fire that a heart can feel. So I'll drop this locket in the river wide, let it drift where lost things abide. That rusty locket and my breaking heart. In the twilight of love we drift apart. Dusty trails and an endless track. With every sunset I feel her laugh. And like the sun dips low out of view, I'm a shadow waiting, missing you.
Out by the old willow bend, where the creek sings low, found a scarf she left behind, now faded like my hope. Underneath that ancient oak, we carved our names so bold. Now just shadows in the bark, like stories left untold. Shattered glass lingers on these dusty trails, my heart's reflection scattered with the wind it sails. Each shard a memory of laughs that filled the night, now just echoes on the breeze under the fading light.
The cabin stands empty where once her laughter rang, silent as the sunset that bleeds into the plains. Her scent on the pillow, just a ghost I can't embrace. Our dreams like the gravel road, lost without a trace. Shattered glass lingers on these worn out paths, her smile
Shattered glass lingers, oh how these memories bleed, like rivers carving canyons in the soul of me. One last ride as the twilight steals the sky, in the land of broken echoes, where my heart lies. Hold on to the reins, let the cold wind sweep. Shattered glass lingers where love was once deep. In the shadow of the oak where the prairie winds blow, I found your scarf blue as the twilight glowed. We danced where the dandelions lost their seeds, whispering dreams like the rustling of the reeds. Those fields, they kissed the sky so wide, where you and I had nothing to hide. Oh, how the dandelion feel lingers in my heart, with every whispering wind feels like we're never apart. But the seasons turned, as did your touch, in the dandelion fields where I lost so much. Now the cabin's empty where laughter once rang, just the creak of old porches and doors that bang. The gravel roads where the marks of our past, and the trails we walked now fading fast, where we found love under the vast frontier. Only echoes remain, bringing the past too near. Oh, how the dandelion feel lingers in my soul, a memory etched in every gust it rolls. You left with the fall, with the last dandelion seed, in the fields of gold where my heart still bleeds. Saddle worn and dusty like the paths I roam, every sunset leads me farther but never home. These lands vast and skies too wide can't hold the whispers of you that I confide. Oh, how the dandelion field lingers, a bittersweet refrain, in the quiet town under the soft, forgiving rain. I'm a shadow in the sunset, forever riding alone, through fields of memories, forever my own. Oh, the heartbreak is fresh as the morning dew, in the dandelion fields I'll always look for you. In the hush of old oak shadows, neath the whispering twilight sky, I recall her laughter swirling like the dust when winds were high.
Barefoot steps on creaking porches echo soft as summer's breath. Every board and nail a story, every silence steeped in death. Oh, those barefoot steps stood still in time on the roads where we did roam. Now I wander through the memories in the twilight I call home. Every sunset sinks just like my heart beneath horizons turning chill. Where once we danced 'neath starlit skies, those barefoot steps stood still. Years have flown like leaves in autumn, drifting far from root and stem. Empty cabin windows staring like the eyes of lost old friends. Gravel roads that led to nowhere now lead only to the past. Scarves that smelled of sage and freedom knew too well they couldn't last. Oh, those barefoot steps stood still in time on the trails now overgrown. With her whisper in the cedar wind, I face these roads alone. Every sunset sinks just like my heart beneath horizons turning chill. Where once we loved without a care, those barefoot steps stood still. On the ridge where dawn breaks earliest, I see her silhouette sometimes. Just a fleeting shade of yesteryears crossing o'er those blurring lines. Guess I've learned that some fond remnants, like the saddle worn and old, carry weight of souls departed in the stories left untold. So those barefoot steps stood still in time like the shadows in the depth. I wander through each whispered dream where her laugh used to dwell. As the stars peer down like watchful eyes and the night air tastes the thrill, in the quiet of the fading trails, those barefoot steps stood still. Letting go's a lonesome river, but some hearts they never will. In the silver glow of moonlit paths, those barefoot steps stood still.
In the shadow of an oak where whispers cling to wind, I first saw her wild eyes like a storm about to begin. We shared dreams on that old porch under lanterns' faint glow. Her laughter mingled with the breeze from long, long ago. Her eyes haunt the sunsets when the sky bleeds into night. In the chill of desert's kiss, I feel her close holding tight. From the dust trails to the creeks, under skies vast and gray, her ghost in the wind's howl as I wander stray. Years sprawled like the roads I've rode, gravel loose and warm. Each town a reminder of what's lost, my heart sworn. The cabin stands empty, the door creaks with no wind. The scarf she left behind, now my companion, my friend. Her eyes haunt the sunsets when the sky bleeds into night. In the chill of desert's kiss, I feel her close holding tight. From the dust trails to the creeks, under skies vast and gray, her ghost in the wind's howl as I wander straight. By the creek the oak tree knew as I carved her name in its side. Rain washed away the letters like tears I've cried. But her eyes, those wild storms, are etched deep within, a part of the land, the air, my sins. Her eyes haunt the sunsets, they're in every fading light. Every night I bed down, feeling her whisper goodnight. Though time may march on and my trails might fade, in the heart of the wild, her spirit stays, never to evade. Her eyes home. In the shade of an old oak tree, I carved a name so wild and free, under skies too vast to claim, by the porch where the lilies came. Your scarf danced with the prairie wind, in that dusty town where my dreams thinned, and the cabin stood on the weeping bend, where our summer love was supposed to mend. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories bound by silent thieves. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light as the shadows steal the edges of the night. Now the oak tree's grown, the name's barely seen. The porch gave way like those visions in between. Gravel roads lead to towns with no cheer, and the cabin's empty, echo what's no longer here. Rain taps on the window like your fingers drumming soft, each droplet a reminder of what we've lost. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories swept away in silent grief. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light, and I'm just a shadow lost to the night. Was it the wonder or the staying that tore us apart? Oh, the quiet of a promise breaking slowly in the dark. The echoes of your laughter, they haunt the dusty trails where my hollow heart listens as all else fails. The hollow heart listened, oh how it hurt, the unspoken goodbyes in the absence of words. Every sunset now steals a piece of my mind as I let go your hand into the fading light. carved deep in bark beneath the sky's wide frame. We danced through dandelions, golden bright, your laughter mingling the breeze of May twilight. That old scarf you wore still smells of sweet despair, left behind on our porch, swaying in the open air. Oh, how the dandelion field fell apart. Each petal drifted like a piece of my heart. The wind whispers secrets only I can hear. Lonely echoes of you always disappear. Now the cabin stands but hollow, filled with dust. Gravel roads wear the tracks of our lost trust. Saddles lay untouched, the horses roam astray, like my soul wanders through each forgetful day. The rains came washing your footprints off the trail, leaving muddy tears and a love grown frail. Oh, how the dandelion field fell apart. Each petal drifted like a piece of my heart. The wind whispers secrets only I can hear. Lonely echoes of you always disappear. Sunsets bleed like the ink on your last letter, promises of forever torn and tattered. I'm a silhouette against the fading light, trying to find what's wrong, what's right. Oh, how the dandelion field fell apart. I gather seeds, try to restart, but the wind, it carries them so far from me. In the dandelion field where I let you be. Oh, in the dandelion field we're forever apart, yet forever you bloom wild in my heart. There's an old oak standing by the porch of gray, where we carved our names in the wood of its heart that day. The shadow it casts, long as my memories of a scarf left swaying in the gentle breeze. Abandoned ranch, where did you go? Your empty rooms echo songs of long ago. Now only the wind whispers through the hall, beneath the fading picture still hanging on the wall. Gone are the lights in the cabin's dim glow. Gravel roads wear a blanket of untrodden snow. That trail we walk now overgrown and lost, like the dreams we shared to hide the cost. Abandoned ranch, where did you go? Your empty rooms echo songs of long ago. Now only the wind
searching for a ghost in every sunset's demise. The dust kicks up like my unsettled heart, riding away and never truly apart. Abandoned ranch, I'll keep riding this lonely way, a silhouette against the sky at the end of the day. But in every whispered wind and the eagle's lonely call, I'll remember the love, the greatest find and the hardest fall.
In the shadow of an oak, by dusty trails bend, where the sunset paints gold on an old cabin's end, I recall soft whispers from her boots in the sand, echoing softly in this wild, lonesome land. Those boots whisper secrets of a love that once was, whispers lost in the wind like the dust they once caused. Each step away from me under vast starry skies leaves my heart worn and weathered where old passion lies. Now the trail's gone quiet under skies dim and gray. Her scarf on the porch swing just flutters away. Where laughter once echoed, now only winds moan. An empty saddle beside me, I ride on alone. Those boots whisper secrets of a love that once was, whispers lost in the wind like the dust they once caused. Now each creak of my saddle's a symphony sad of dreams we once rode on and the fall that we had. By the light of a campfire with stars overhead, I ponder old memories and the life I've led. Did the wild call her heart to roam far from our door? Or was it my silence that whispered her to soar? So her boots whisper still as I tread this long path through the echo of footsteps and the aftermath. Like the rain on the roof, words unsaid haunt my dreams. On gravel roads fading, nothing's quite as it seems. In the quiet twilight, as the day dips to sleep, her whispers and breezes across canyons deep still guide my lone heart under skies white and blue, to wander forever with the ghost of her hill.
In the shade of the old oak tree by the creek where you once kissed me, dust dances with the leaves, speaking soft of the memories. Neath that sky wide and deep where I whispered dreams now sleep, in the breeze your laughter weaves through the hollers and the hollows we keep. Morning sky sleeps stars draped in your veil. Whispering winds tell the tale of the love we let fail. Each sunset burns just like the tears we cried under the morning sky, where our old love lies. Lonely saddles, porch lights dim, gravel roads where we'd begin, empty cabin trails that fade like the promises we made and strayed. Rain on old tin roofs plays the rhythm of the truth that I wander life alone, far from you, the heart I've known. Morning sky sleeps, shrouding night in your hue, echoing the heartache of a love that once grew. Each twilight's glow, a reminder of our plight under the morning sky. I lose you every night. Oh, how the winds have changed, carrying away your sweet refrain, leaving silence in the wake of the words we'll never say. Now each trail's a tale of past, each step away from the last. Yet with every fading light your shadow lingers, holding tight. Morning sky sleeps with our tale in its folds, carrying whispers of a love that's still untold. Every dawn I rise beneath the same endless sky, haunted forever by the goodbye in your eyes. Under the morning sky where my solace lies, I'll keep riding with your echo by my side.
Out on the back road drifts by the oak tree's mighty bend, where the sunset paints the dust, I recall your scarf of red. We danced beneath the stars on that rough old wooden porch. Your laughter mingled with the breeze in those days before the scorch. And oh, how the winds cry out your name along the lonesome prairie where my heart lays claim. Each dusty trail a line from a forgotten song, and back road drifts, my love, is where you belong. Years wore down the leather of my saddle and my skin. Gravel roads took you away with the rains that rolled in. That old porch now creaks alone, cabins empty of your light. I wander with the shadows stretch into the night. Oh, how the winds cry out your name in the silence of the wild. Does the echo feel the same? Each withered oak a testament to dreams we can't revive. On back road drifts, my dear, our love no more to thrive. The rivers never ask the mountains about their missing snow. Why then do I seek your warmth in every cold wind's blow? An old scarf left behind on a branch, it gently sways, a token of the past in the twilight of our days. So listen to the wind, hear it sing the saddest hymns of a cowboy lost in time in the back road drift's dim whims.
but every sunset's fire, and each trail's dusty end brings me back to you and the heart I can't mend.
In the shadow of the mesa where the wild sagebrush grows stands the shell of an old house where my bittersweet wind blows. Its timbers cracked by time like lines upon my face, whispered tales of scarlet scarves and soft tender grapes. Oak tree by the porch now withered, gnarled and gray. Underneath its boughs our dreams first saw the light of day. Oh, the old house died young with our love locked inside, windows boarded up where our laughter used to hide. Now the evening shadows weep as the stars refuse to shine in the old house that died young on the hill that ceased to pine. There's a saddle worn and dusty, hasn't seen a horse in years, and the path up to the doorway's choked with thorns instead of cheers. Gravel road that led to town, now reclaimed by the earth, like the trails we traced in youth, not knowing their full worth. Rain taps on the rooftop like the rhythm of your shoes, dancing on the wooden floors to the tune we never choose. Yes, the old house died young with our dreams still in its halls, silent as the echo of our steps within these walls. Every creaking floorboard moans beneath the weight of time in the old house that died young, where your hand slipped out of mine. Now I wander lands unending, under skies that know my plight, a lone rider tracing sunsets haunted by the coming night. With every step away your memory pulls like the moon, guiding me back to a porch where we once kissed in June. Oh, the old house died young, but my heart lives there still, on that weathered old porch and in the chill of twilight's thrill, as the stars dare to glimmer on this lonesome ghostly plume. I'm the keeper of the echoes in the old house that died young. Let the wind sing through the oak, let the dust cover the door, for a cowboy rides alone, not homebound anymore. Yet in every whispering breeze and in every shift of sand is the old house that died young, and a love that still stands. Out by the ridge where the old oak stood, your laughter echoed, felt so good. Wild as the wind in the open plains, where we danced under storms, no rains. In that cabin where the door still creaks, I trace the echo of your retreat. Silent whispers in the dust, your scarf still holds the scent of our shared path. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. Gravel roads where our steps once fell, now just stories that the night winds tell. That old porch swing hangs quiet and warm, a testament to vows now torn. The sunset bleeds like the tears we knew when I held you close, swore we'd see it through. The trails we walk now overgrown, an empty saddle I ride alone. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. So I whisper to the stars above, questions of fate, the cost of love. Do the rivers hold the reasons why underneath this expansive aching sky? Rain tied down but my soul won't abide. In every storm it's your face I find. With every dawn I lose you anew, a lonesome cowboy bound to the blue. In the rain your echo I chase, a memory of time, a forgotten place. Though I wander forever, I'm bound to the love we lost and the rain tied down. Out by the river bend, under the sky's embrace, where oak trees whisper secrets in their ancient sacred space. Her laughter was a melody, like rain on dusty ground. We carved our names on ash wood bark, where our promises were bound. Oh, the river bend cries with a lonesome sound, echoes of her footsteps, her shadows on the ground. The saddle's worn, the porch is bare, where we used to dream. Under starlit canopies, now nothing's as it seems. The wind sings through the empty cabin, where we used to lie. Gravel roads to town have faded under sorrow's heavy sky. Her scarf a splash of crimson lost in the swirl of time. I roam these wilds a ghost among the pines. Yes, the river bend cries, it mourns what's past. Its waters hold the reflection of a love that couldn't last. The oak now shields a lone man's dreams, the trail's end I roam. Footsteps in the dust headed forever home. By that river bend I've grown old with the setting sun. Learn that losing your heart is a battle never won. Each twilight brings her whisper on the breeze. She's still so near. In the rustle of the leaves, I feel her tears. The river bend cries a deep mournful tune, like a cowboy's soul under the haunting moon. I'll walk these banks until my days are done, for in the river's song our hearts beat as one. The river bend cries, and so too do I, in nature's cradle beneath the vast open sky.
In the shadow of an oak where wild roses dared to climb, I remember Jenny danced in the springtime of our prime. Her laughter echoed softly on a breeze that knew no time, by the porch of that old cabin where our hearts began to chime. But the grave said nothing, silent under open skies, where I whispered secrets and my long overdue goodbyes. Every sunset paints her face in the clouds adrift inside, and the grave said nothing, just let a lone cowboy cry. Years have worn the saddle where she'd sit and sing so sweet. Gravel roads are overgrown where danced our youthful feet. Now the town feels empty, like the echoes in my mind, where memories like dust are all that she's left behind. Grave said nothing, silent under open skies, where I whisper secrets and my long overdue goodbyes. Every sunset paints her face in the clouds adrift inside, and the grave said nothing, just let a lone cowboy cry. Sometimes I think I hear her in the whistle of the train, or the rustle in the bluegrass like soft whispers of her name. It's the curse of the lonesome to walk the earth and roam, with a heart full of memories in a world that ain't a home. And the grave said nothing while I lay flowers in the rain, saddled with this heartache and these long enduring pains. Every path I wander, every trail where I've been led, takes me back to silence, where the earth holds what I said. Yes, the grave said nothing, and the wind just moans her name. The grave said nothing, and I'm left alone with the echoes of what remained. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where whispers used to dance, she carved our names inside a heart, a token of romance. Underneath that sprawling bough, her laughter filled the air. Now every leaf that tumbles down whispers of despair. Her voice bleeds through
solitary man. The porch still creaks as if she's there, swaying to some silent tune. But the cabin's empty save for dust that's lit by the pale moon. Where we once dreamt of futures bright, now shadows play old scenes. The night air's thick with what's been lost, wrapped in her scarf of dreams. Her voice bleeds through the prairie wind, a song that's bittersweet. It haunts the dusty trails where our two lonely hearts would meet. From vibrant dreams to silent screams under stars that understand, I roam this land without her hand, a broken, weary man. If I could ride past horizons where our sun used to set, would I find her voice there waiting, or just more to forget? With every sunset that I chase and every tear I hide, I'm just a shadow in her light, drifting with the tide. Her voice bleeds in the whipping wind, across the creeks that swell. It's tangled in the silver clouds, in the stories they can't tell. As the oaks stand tall and strong, and I grow old and gray, her whispers in the rustling leaves that never fade away. Her voice bleeds. Her voice bleeds. Forever here to stay.
On the edge of Jasper Town, under skies once blue and white, I carved our names in the old oak's hide. That porch we built with summer hands now echoes silence like forgotten lands. Your scarf still hangs on our bedroom door, faded by sun like the love we wore. The wind listened as I called your name. Through whispering leaves I felt your pain. These dusty trails, they know my sin. I walked away when I should have let you in. Oh, the wind listened but you were gone, left with the sunset, my heart undone. The saddle we shared lies untouched, it's worn like the path to your heart, now overgrown and torn. Rain taps on the old tin roof like tears, each drop a memory of our lost years, where wildflowers bloomed, now only thorns remain. In the fields of my soul, where I whisper your name, the wind listened as I called your name. Through whispering leaves I felt your pain. These dusty trails, now my only kin, echoes of hooves haunted by what might have been. Oh, the wind listened as my heart cried under the vast unending sky, by the crumbling gate where our dreams once lay. I understand now why the wind sway, carrying stories of old lovers' sighs. They roam the earth beneath endless skies. The wind listened and I am alone with the ghost
ghost of the past in a house, not a home. May the breeze carry away my mournful tune, scatter my sorrows to the silver moon. Oh, the wind listens but cannot hear all the silent scars that never will seal.
In the gray dawn, by the oak tree shade, where the cold morning sank into my bones, I traced your name once in the frozen earth, beneath where our whispered dreams had flown. Old Porch Creek, like it shared my heart's ache, echoing footsteps, you danced and grazed. The wind soft moan through the cabin's crack, plays an old remembrance I can't erase. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh, and the gravel road still tall. My heart's tied to the dust, where the sunset split and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. Turned up collar against the stinging rain, your scarf still fragrant, lost its warmth long ago. I wander through these ghostly empty rooms where echoes paint your shadow in soft mournful tones. The saddle sits unused, the leather cracked like the lines now deeply etched upon my face. Each step away from you, the time's harsh track leaves me wandering in our lost embrace. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh, and the gravel road still talk. My heart's tied to the dust, where the sunset split and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. I've held the prairie's endless gaze, its whispering embrace. It tells me you're still out there in the wild's timeless grace. Maybe these old boots, worn and frayed, will bring me back someday to where the oak tree shadows lay, and all my hopes decay. So I'll sit here with the silence where you once walked. Let the shadows keep your laughter and the gravel roads we talk. My heart's tied to the dust, where our sunsets used to fade. Beneath cold morning's echo, where my weary head is laid. Oh, under these endless skies, I find no release, but in every whispered wind, there's a piece of your peace.
Shadow the old gravel road, I recall the soft sound of your scarf in the wind. Under the porch light of that weathered abode, you danced like the firelight that wouldn't rescind. Your laughter spilled like rain on that thirsty ground, as the sun dipped low, turning day into art.
but now it's just whispers of what we had found in the place where the fading light fell apart. Oh, my heart rides the trails where the wild winds blow, past cabins empty under skies vast and stark. Every sunset's a memory, fading slow, in the shadows of the love that missed its mark. The echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark marks the cadence of a lonesome cowboy's heart. The saddle sits dusty on the old barn's rack, silent tales of the rides we used to share. Your scarf still a banner, now faded to black, hanging limp with no life left to declare. Once we roamed wild like the storms overhead, now the thunder rolls in with no one to part. Each raindrop a tear that I've silently shed in the wake where the fading light fell apart. Oh, my heart rides the trails where the wild winds blow, past cabins empty under skies vast and stark. Every sunset's a memory, fading slow, in the shadows of the love that missed its mark. The echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark marks the cadence of a lonesome cowboy's heart. Now I wander these hills, talking to ghosts. The horizon's my only faithful guide. Love's a lingering smoke, I'm the host to the ashes that I carry inside. So I'll ride through the tears of these wild dusty trails where my memories lay scattered and apart. Each night falls a curtain that never unveils the depth of the dust in a cowboy's heart. Oh, the echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark sings the ballad where the fading light fell apart.
Banks where the willow trees sway, there's a campfire we built one summer's day, under skies vast and blue as your eyes, on the soft bed of earth where my lone heart lies. We carved our dreams in the bark of an oak, shared whispered tales with the smoke. But the river rose on its stormy night, washed away the fire that once burned so bright. Now I roam through the towns, past the doors you once knew. Every sunset's a memory, fading like the dew. Love's like a trail that just winds and wins, campfire washed away, leaving only vines. Now the cabin stands empty, the windows all bare, like the hollow in my chest filled with cold prairie air. Where we danced on the porch, the old record spun,
silence succumb. Gravel road stretch and touched by your tread. The saddle's untouched like the words we left unsaid. But the river rose on that stormy night, washed away the fire that once burned so bright. Now I roam past the porches under ghostly moon's hue, each step a reminder of the love that once grew. Love's like a shadow in the twilight's deep binds. Campfire washed away, leaving echoes behind. In the whispers of the wind through the chasm so deep, find the scarf you once wore. Is it still mine to keep? As the stars wheel above in their cold distant play, the darkness holds tight where your warmth used to lay. And the river keeps rising like my heart's mournful cry, washing over old memories that refuse to die. Every campfire I build, every flame I set free, is a prayer that someday your shadow returns to me. Love's a story that ends where it once did begin. Campfire washed away, but the embers still spin.